What's going on, everybody? It's your favorite dating coach, Elliot Scott, and as you can see by the title below, we're going to talk about what happens if things are going well and then all of a sudden he sends the naughty pic, unsolicited naughty pic, okay? So the reason I'm making this video is I had a follower on Instagram. If you guys don't follow me on Instagram, please go over there and check it out. I'm on there as much as I am here, actually more, but she messaged me and said, we had a first date, things were going well, we were talking about a second date, and I was excited to see him. We weren't even saying anything sexual, but all of a sudden, he sends the unsolicited pic, and it turned me off. I don't know what to do. Is this a red flag? So, I'm not making this video, ladies, because you already know the answer. He's out. It's a red flag. He's out. That's not why I'm making the video. You all know that. But I do think this situation will help a lot of you, because a lot of women come to me and they're like, well, I'm confused. I don't know what to do, or they don't know how they got into the situation they're in. So that's why I want to go over here. And I want to talk about two things. The first thing is you have to understand that humans are risk avoidant. And we seek pleasure. So in this situation, there is no benefit in a man who wants let's say he wants a relationship. There's no benefit in a man sending an unsolicited pic when you're not even talking about sex and you have only went on one date. Now, I'm not saying, there's people who send things and you never met, or you had one date, or you talked for a while but never met and you're sending pics. That's fine. I'm not against that. But it's when you're not even on the topic. You're talking about a second date, and then it's unsolicited. If you were wanting a relationship as a guy, where does this line up in terms of, oh, this is what women really like, and this shows her that I'm really serious about a relationship? It doesn't. No woman looks at this and thinks he wants a relationship. So it's too much risk, yet he does it anyway. Why? Because he doesn't truly want the relationship. He wants the benefits of talking to this girl. He wants the benefits of having her in his validation, right? Having her in his access and seeking her validation. That's what he wants. And he's willing to risk the relationship because he really doesn't want it to get that. That is why he did it. So ladies, when you're talking to a dude, he's pulling some BS, you have to ask yourself, men are risk avoidant. Why would he do something like this? His sporadic texting, or canceling dates on you, or sporadic just messaging in general. Haven't seen you in forever, making excuses. This is not the behavior of someone who wants a relationship. Men are people are risk avoidant. There is nothing in a woman's mind that looks at this and is like, oh yeah, this is really winning me over, man. Keep it going. So ladies, don't fool yourselves. Don't try to justify things. A guy who truly likes you won't put himself in a position to lose you. We're risk avoidant, and obviously these guys are doing everything other than what they actually need to do. That's number one. Number two is what I call the contract. And this is basically, or the negotiation, like the things you guys agree upon based on what you're saying and what you're doing. So you both could say you want a relationship, but you accepting this behavior shows that you're open to other things too, or that you're lowering your standards to keep it about. That's why I call it the negotiation. You both might agree to this, but based on what he's doing, you might justify it. And again, not just the sending pics thing, I just mean in general. Let's say you really like a guy and he's sporadic with his texting, or he's sporadic with seeing you, or he doesn't initiate like he used to, yet you're still justifying it and you're trying to keep it going. You are losing your value. You are negotiating your value right there. I always tell women, without structure, there's chaos. There has to be structure with a high value woman. There has to be variables in place, meaning you don't accept these type of pics, for example, or you don't accept sporadic behavior, or a lack of communication, or a guy canceling on you multiple times. You don't accept that. Okay, so if she were to accept this behavior, even though he says maybe in the beginning, oh yeah, I wanted a relationship, but she justifies it and says, okay, well, don't do this again. This guy is going to take advantage of her. This guy is going to talk to her, hang out with her, court her, go on several dates. The context is going to build. And by the way, if you want to know more about all this in context and what guys truly want and how to filter men, check out my guides below. I put them in a bundle. They're on sale. Link's going to be down in the description, and I will put it as a pinned comment. But this is not something a guy should be doing. And if a woman accepts this behavior, the context is going to build to the point where after she has sex with him, because we know his true intentions now. After having sex with him, he's going to be like, I'm feeling pressured. I don't know what I want. And then he's going to pull away and you're going to be left hanging. A high value woman will not let this go through her filter. It sucks you might have to cut the guy off because you had such an amazing date and he had to do something stupid, but it's not about that. It's about the bigger picture. It's about your dating realm or your dating life in general. You have to uphold structure along your whole dating life, okay? You cannot lower your value just because you like dudes. What he did is obviously a sign that he's looking to hook up. This is not something you would do if you want a relationship with a girl, not at least unsolicited. So with that being said, ladies, hope you take all that into consideration and please check out my guides. The links are down below. I love you all. Take care and peace.